This is Math 2 5.1 Notes. That's Unit 5, Lesson 1. The title for the notes, Polygons, Angles, Sum. First thing we're going to talk about is just quick vocabulary. Convex versus concave. And the only reason I bring it up is because you will have questions come up that say the convex polygon, and kids always freak out. A convex polygon is the type of polygons that we will be dealing with. It's just a regular old polygon like this. There's a 5-sided polygon called a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's convex. Concave would be, I'm going to draw another 5-sided polygon. But this one kind of like sinks in instead of the standard polygon that we are used to. We will not be dealing with this one ever in this class. They will all be convex. So whenever it mentions a convex polygon, it's just what we are used to. Okay. Now, when we get back in class, I will go over how the formula was derived. But for now, I'm just going to give you the 4 formulas you will need for this unit that you will need to have memorized for the test. So we'll start. First one is the sum of the interior angles. Sum of the interior angles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sum of the inside angles. The formula is always going to be N, which stands for the number of sides, minus 2 times 180. And I'll put up here, N equals the number of sides. Okay, so you'll take the number of sides minus 2 times 180. One that we know that we can test, a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. We know what the sum is. Let's test it. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 times 180 is 180, and that is what the sum of the interior angles for a triangle is. So it does work. All right. Next one is each interior angle. So one interior angle, each interior angle, the interior angle. Those are all the different types of words they're going to use. And I'm going to put here regular. If you're looking for each, it's going to have to be a regular polygon. And it will say it. It typically will say find the measure of an interior angle for the regular polygon. All right, this formula is very similar to this one. N minus 2 times 180, and then you divide it by the number of sides, which makes sense because if all of these angles are equal, I first find what the sum is and then divide it by the number of sides to find the measure of each interior angle. So each, other key words you're going to hear is the interior angle, an interior angle. Just make sure you know when they're talking about just one. Okay, next one is the sum of the exterior angles. Now that's all the angles on the outside, like this. Now there will always be the number of sides exterior. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exterior angles for a pentagon. For a triangle, there would be 3 exterior angles. Okay, so the sum of the exterior, easiest formula all year long, is 360 degrees. Always, all day, every day. Every polygon. Doesn't matter if the polygon's a pentagon, a hexagon, a triangle, a quadrilateral. The sum of the exterior angles will always be 360. Doesn't matter how many sides. Okay, each exterior angle, and same as before, it might say the exterior angle or an exterior angle, it means the same thing as one each. I guess I should put that one as well. One exterior angle, one interior. Those are key words you're going to see. Okay, this one you do need to know the number of sides. It is 360 divided by the number of sides, which makes sense. You find the sum, outside is 360, divided by the number of sides, and it gives you the measure of just one of the exterior angles. All right, we are going to do some examples. Some basic ones first. Number one, find the sum. Find the sum of the interior angles of a 12-sided polygon. Find the sum of the interior angles of a 12-sided polygon. Okay, so what formula are we using? Sum, so we're on this side, we're using one of these, the interior angles. Okay, so it's saying some interior angles. So we know we're dealing with some interior, so we're right here. Some interior, some exterior. This is the sum for the interior. So we're using the n minus 2 times 180. And n stands for the number of sides. And how many sides do I have here? N equals 12, and you just plug it in. So you would end up with 12 minus 2 times 180, and you can use your calculator. This you can do without, because 12 minus 2 is 10, and 10 times 180 is 1,800. So the sum of the interior angles of a 12-sided polygon is 1,800 degrees. Number 2, find the measure of one angle in the regular polygon. And I'm going to draw the regular polygon for you. All right, find the measure of one angle in the regular polygon. Now, I know mine's not drawn perfect, but imagine this being a regular polygon. Regular meaning all sides are the same, all angles are the same. And the same is true right here as well. This would have to be regular. In order to find each, they would all would have to be the same. Okay, find the measure of one. So we are on this side. Each is the same as saying one. Find the measure of one angle in the regular polygon. When it doesn't specify interior or exterior, you assume it's talking about interior, unless stated otherwise. If it does not say, you assume it's talking about interior unless stated otherwise. So you only look for exterior when it actually uses and says the word exterior. Find the measure of one interior angle in the regular polygon. One interior, that's this formula right there. So n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. And how many sides do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N equals 6, and you plug it in. Excuse me. To both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so we're going to have 6 minus 2 times 180 over 6. And you can plug all this in your calculator, and you do it, and you end up with 120 degrees. Okay, next problem, number 3. Find the measure. Nope, I'm going to start that over. Find the missing angles. find the missing angles. Okay, let's draw the picture. It is going to be a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. Okay, this angle there is 4x plus 15. This one here is also 4x plus 15. This one here is 4x minus 10. Up at the top, 5x plus 5. And last one is 4x minus 10. All right, so it's asking us to find each angle, find the missing angles. We don't know what they are, so obviously we'd have to find x first and then plug them into each expression to find the measure of each angle. Okay, so we're going to use the angle sum. We're going to add up all the angles and solve. Now technically you could write out 5x plus 5 plus 4x minus 10 plus and plus and plus, but I'm just going to walk around the block and add them up this way so I'm not writing as much. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 4s and a 5. And that ends up being 21x. And then I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to do these 15 and 15 is 30 and 5 is 35 minus negative 10 and negative 10 is negative 20. So that's 21x plus 15 equals what? It has to equal something in order for me to solve for x. Does it equal 180? No, 180 is for a triangle, and this is not a triangle. I'm going to put our thinking bubble here. You will have to know how to do this for the test. When you don't know what it adds up to, you use your formula, n minus 2 times 180. We know it's the sum of the interior angles, we just don't know what the sum is. So you plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 minus 2 times 180. Plug that in your calculator, you end up with 540. So 540 is what it should equal. It's not going to give you this. You will need to do this side work in order to know what the sum should be. All right, so subtract the 15. And I'm going to erase that pencil line so it does not look like a fraction. Okay, so subtract 540. I'm sorry, subtract 15, and you get 21x equals, go ahead and plug that in your calculator. 540 minus 15 equals 525. And then next you're going to divide by 21. X equals 25. Now, you're not done because it did say find the missing angles, so you do have to plug it back in. So plug the x in here, in there, into all of them, and you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. So I'm going to plug one of them in for you, and then you're going to do the rest, and we'll compare. So let's plug in 25 here. 5 times 25 is 125 plus 5 is 130. All right, so you plug it, these two are the same. So plug it in for one, you have these two, plug it in for one, and you have those two. You can do those on your own. Okay, so I do have about 2 more to do, but I'm going to do those with you guys in class. So leave space there. We're going to do some more together in class. That is it for this lesson.